There are so many questions spinning around in my head. Why did he leave? Why wasn't I enough? And why didn't they put the stage over there against that wall instead of over here by the bathroom so you wouldn't have to listen to every giant bowel movement that takes place in there? Oh yeah, clear as a bell. I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk. It's all gone. Everything I'd counted on is gone. You feeling better now?
My husband's girlfriend attacked me at work yesterday. You know what that's like, huh, ladies? Really? No one? Oh, good, then you'll love this. So, my husband left me 3 months ago for his teenage secretary. However, the other night he came home for some clean underwear and a Actually, just for the underwear. I threw in the break. I used to have the perfect life.
Ma vie était parfaite.
And then it was completely upended when my husband had an affair.
Et elle a été complètement bouleversée quand mon mari a eu une histoire.
He cheated on me.
Il m'a trompée.
That's a bad thing.
C'est une mauvaise chose.
Who here has ever been attacked in public by their husband's secretary?
Est-ce que quelqu'un ici a déjà été attaqué par la secrétaire de son mari?
Oh, right. It's France. The only thing I feel prepared to take on, right now, this very minute, is those losers at the bar. I mean, look at that. The before picture in a Charles Atlas male virility enhancement ad. Just standing there, waiting for me to bomb. It's midnight on a Tuesday, and the highlight of their evening is the possibility of seeing a chick fail.
First of all, we are always ready to talk about food. Seeing you all eating dinner, I just want to ask what you're eating, if it's good, and tell you what you should have ordered. Complaining. This is big with us. What repressing your emotions is to wasps, complaining is to Jews. It's second nature. But the key is the complaint should never be about big, important things. Only little things like, it's hot out. This restaurant is so far. The line is so long. You know, things nobody can do anything about. Remember, you're not trying to fix anything. You're just trying to be heard.
You guys don't have magazines like that, do you? You could really use an Army Men's Monthly or Gunboat Daily. You know, you could read helpful articles like Fashion for Foxholes, Give Your Pistol Some Pizzazz, How to Get Your Commanding Officer to Notice You. Oh, here's one. Camouflage. How to Stand Out While Blending In. And for you generals in the audience, how to take care of your privates.
Maybe my parents think that when I got divorced, it made me a virgin all over again. Like, the judge says, I grant you divorce and restore everything up your skirt to its original condition. And then bangs his little gavel. But my parents are people who do not like change. When my husband left me, my father said, go get him back. Like I'd accidentally left the barn door open and Bessie the cow had wandered off.
My kids have completely forgotten me. They've gotten very jaded having a mother in show business. I showed up the other day, my daughter pointed to her diaper and said, sweetie, would you get this? Then she lit her cigarette, refilled her daiquiri bottle, and fired her agent. Now both her parents are in the biz.
Oh yeah, this is what happens when you leave. Remember the first time? 1960. An interesting time to be a woman. You know, they say, and by they, I mean men, they say that the women's vote may just put Senator Kennedy in the White House. And why? Because women think he's cute, which I find highly offensive. And he's extremely cute. But here's my question. Why does it have to be either or? I mean, why can't I wish he'd enact his 6-point plan for healthcare and also wish he'd dump Jackie and marry me? Now, before we get any further, who made this?
I made that. Me. It looks like mine.
Unbelievable. Fried in oil?
Lord.
Ah, you ever use schmaltz? Same heart attack, different afterlife. Yes, that was me. Standing there on a tarmac, not Penn Station, by the way, and not clutching my suitcase. Suitcase singular. Please, I haven't traveled with one suitcase since my first day of kindergarten. I stood there and I watched that plane fly away and I realized that once again, a man has stepped in and f***ed up my life. And just like the first time, I was dressed magnificently while he did. If he This is going to be the first lady. Can you imagine? You wake up, your hair in curlers, pillow creases on your face, and you sit down at the table and pick this up and see that face first thing in the morning. I mean, really? Is that fair? And it's not just the face, or the clothes, or the poise. I mean, didn't they invent the word poise just to describe this woman?
But a voice is a powerful thing. It can shine a light on something that is hiding in the dark. It can make a couple of guys sit when they want to go. It can change the way people think, which can change the way people act. But it can't do anything if you keep your mouth shut. Well, lesson learned. Thank you and good night.
Women, huh? You can't live with them, you can't, well, that pretty much sums it up. You can't live with them. Huh? My wife. Oh, brother. She saw a psychic who told her that in a past life she was Mary, Queen of Scots. I said, well, hope you had a good time, honey, because in this life you're Mary, clean my socks. The wife she says she wants a job. Can you believe that? I says to her, sweetie, you got 2 jobs already that you never show up for. Hand and blow.
Take it off.
Sweet thought, but I think I'll keep it on.
Take it off.
Guys, hear me. By the time I finish unzipping, unfastening, and unhooking the medieval contraption of rayon and rubber that is my girdle, you'll all be back in bed with your wives telling them how much you hated working late. Oh, you didn't say you were gonna throw an oily, crumpled dollar bill at me. Now it's coming off. Oops, no time.
Sex where you make it all the way to the end? Or at least your husband does? Gotcha. In any room, on any appliance. Well, almost any appliance. I'd steer clear of the cake mixer. No more turning the volume on the news up so when your kid asks what those loud sounds were, you can say Khrushchev was banging his shoe again. I'm going to admit to you that as scary as the threat of a Soviet takeover is, a small part of me is thinking, well, that'll cover blowjob Fridays for a while.
I appreciate you guys. Really. This boat is full of the only men in America who actually care this much about baby ointment. But let's be honest, the biggest reason you care is that it makes you a ton of money. But the second biggest reason is your future third wives are currently in diapers and you don't want them to be uncomfortable. So I started this new job, and it's not fun. Not that every job is supposed to be fun. I mean, when a nurse is inserting a catheter, she's not standing there thinking, this looks so much more fun in the brochure. And it's all men. So I'm sitting in this room with a bunch of men, and none of them are being nice or showing me the ropes. And so far, none of them seem to want to sleep with me. It's the least they could do. Wow. People, really, did you all get bad news at the same time? Is it terminal? How many puppies got clubbed to land me this sea of faces? It's like there are Germans downstairs or something. They live! I want a big life. I want to experience everything. I want to break every single rule there is. They say ambition is an unattractive trait in a woman. Maybe. But you know what's really unattractive? Waiting around for something to happen. Staring out a window thinking the life you should be living is out there somewhere, but not being willing to open the door and go get it, even if someone tells you you can't. Being a coward is only cute in The Wizard of Oz.